Jason DeFord, better known to the world as the raw-voiced country rap sensation Jelly Roll, has never shied away from vulnerability. From his origins in Nashville's underbelly, marked by stints in prison for drug-related offenses, to his meteoric rise as a Grammy-nominated artist with hits like Son of a Sinner and Save Me, Jelly Roll's narrative is one of gritty redemption. His music, a potent brew of hip-hop bravado and soul-bearing country introspection, resonates with millions who see their own scars reflected in his lyrics. Yet, in a moment that peeled back the layers of his hard-won celebrity, Jelly Roll found himself thrust into an uncomfortable spotlight not for his art, but for an alleged snub at a high-end fashion emporium in Sydney, Australia. The incident unfolded during Jelly Roll's inaugural headline tour Down Under, a triumphant chapter in his global ascent. Fresh off sold-out shows in Brisbane and Melbourne, the 40-year-old artist ventured into the heart of Sydney's central business district, drawn perhaps by the allure of luxury retail as a symbol of his transformed life. Dressed in his signature uniform of comfort, a loose black tracksuit, backwards baseball cap, and the ever-present tapestry of tattoos snaking across his arms, Jelly Roll approached the gleaming facade of a Louis Vuitton boutique. What should have been a casual browse turned into a flashpoint of humiliation, prompting the artist to air his grievances via a candid video on his social media stories. In the clip, Jelly Roll's face is a storm cloud of frustration, his voice thick with the Tennessee drawl that has become his sonic trademark. "Hey man, the Louis Vuitton in Sydney legitimately just treated us like we were finna come in and rob that place," he begins, the slang finna, a nod to his southern roots. His eyes narrow as he recounts the sting. "I have never been looked at more like a crim. Listen, the last time I was looked at like a criminal this bad. I was an actual criminal this bad." The words hang heavy, a raw admission that bridges his past incarcerations with the present-day prejudice he perceives. Jelly Roll doesn't delve into specifics. Did security tail him through the aisles? Were sales associates dismissive, their smiles strained? The ambiguity amplifies the outrage, leaving room for listeners to project their own encounters with retail bias. Photographs captured moments after the encounter show Jelly Roll outside the store, his posture defiant yet deflated, e-bike in tow as he chats amiably with fans on the sidewalk. It's a stark juxtaposition. The man who commands arenas, reduced to feeling like an outsider in a space ostensibly open to all. This wasn't an isolated vent. It echoed a broader chorus from celebrities of color and working-class origins who have long navigated luxury spaces with invisible barriers. From Oprah Winfrey's infamous denial at a Swiss boutique to Jay-Z's lyrical jabs at elitist gatekeeping, Jelly Roll's story adds a fresh verse to the ongoing dialogue about class, race, and the commodification of fame. To understand the depth of this moment, one must contextualize Jelly Roll's journey. Born Jason DeFord in Antioch, Tennessee, he was ensnared by addiction and crime from adolescence, serving time in both juvenile detention and adult prison. Music became his lifeline, starting with mixtapes sold from his cell block. His breakthrough came in the late 2010s, when viral tracks like The Real Folk Blues caught the ear of mainstream country radio. Albums such as Whitsitt Chapel, with its confessional tracks on sobriety and fatherhood, propelled him to CMA Award contention. By the time he touched down in Sydney last month, Jelly Roll had shed an astonishing 90 kilograms, a physical manifestation of his emotional overhaul. Spotted at the airport in baggy Reebok attire and a Tennessee Titans cap, he moved with a newfound lightness, security detail and step, a far cry from the heavier figure of his early career. That weight loss, revealed in a heartfelt December podcast episode with his wife Bunny XO on her Dumb Blonde show, was no secret. Jelly Roll framed it as a public odyssey. "I want to be on the cover of Men's Health by March of 2026. That's my new goal. I want to have one of the biggest transformations." He spoke candidly about the shame that often accompanies such changes in the public eye. "People that become as big as I became, when they lose the weight they're kind of ashamed. They're so ashamed that they go hide and lose the weight and then they come back out, and they don't really know how to interact with the world looking different." Jelly Roll chose transparency, vowing to bring people along on the journey. "I didn't become successful because of my weight. I became successful in spite of it. I somehow managed to be this successful with carrying 550 pounds. That's insane." This ethos of openness permeates his response to the Louis Vuitton episode. By sharing the video, Jelly Roll isn't just calling out one store. He's reclaiming his narrative, transforming a moment of marginalization into a teachable one. Fans flooded social media with support, sharing parallel stories of being profiled in upscale venues. The tattooed veteran eyed suspiciously, the plus-size shopper followed like a thief. This is why we need more diverse staff in luxury retail, one commenter noted. Others praised Jelly Roll's restraint. He could have trashed the place online, but he kept it real and moved on. The incident also sparked discussions on celebrity consumerism. In an era where influencers hawk designer drops, does authenticity clash with aspiration? Jelly Roll's tour continued undeterred, with electrifying performances in Sydney that drew thousands into his world of redemption anthems. On stage, he commands with a gravelly baritone that shifts from rap's rapid-fire cadence to country's heartfelt croon, backed by a band that fuses trap beats with pedal steel. Songs like Wild Ones pulse with the energy of survival, their choruses a defiant roar against judgment. Offstage, his interactions remain grounded, signing autographs for hours, posing for selfies with fans who mirror his tattoos and testimonies. The Louis Vuitton saga underscores a poignant irony in Jelly Roll's arc, from literal criminal to cultural icon, yet still shadowed by stereotypes. His tattoos, once badges of rebellion, now symbols of resilience, become unintended signals in a world quick to judge. Yet, Jelly Roll's response embodies his philosophy, vulnerability as strength. In a follow-up story, he quipped about grabbing street food instead, turning lemons into a feast. This resilience is what endears him to fans, from Nashville dive bars to Sydney arenas. As Jelly Roll eyes that Men's Health cover, his story evolves, a testament to reinvention. The Sydney incident, far from derailing him, amplifies his message. Success doesn't erase scars, but it equips you to expose them. In luxury's hallowed halls or the humblest stage, Jelly Roll remains unapologetically himself. A criminal no more, but a voice for the misjudged. His plea, implicit in every lyric and now every story, is simple: see the man, not the myth. And in doing so, perhaps luxury's gates will creak open wider, inviting all to the table.